All right. Good morning. Good morning. We can do this again. We can do it. Sometimes, why do I do this? I think because I want to prove that life's not perfect. And sometimes it's just a matter, can you get started and just do the dishes? And I just want to say, if you can do your dishes, you can do a lot of things. So let's go for it. It's been a rough. I've had really good moments and really difficult moments the past week. I'll explain why. Celebrating, as you saw in a short video, in my short, celebrating 30 years with my husband. So happy, 30 days, a couple days ago, 30 years since we met each other. But also, I'm grieving because we had to put our dog, our pet dog, our beloved little Mickey, we had to put him to sleep about a week ago. And I've been grieving. It's been very, very hard for me in that regard. It's kind of messed me up a little bit emotionally. I think, okay, I'm okay because I'm grateful he's not suffering. He was 14 years old, and I'm glad he's not suffering anymore. But then a wave of grief will overcome me, and I feel so sad. I can barely move. And my stomach is upset. My digestion is upset. So to all the pet lovers out there who've lost a pet once or twice or multiple times, my heart goes out to you. Oh, my heart goes out to you, because no matter how you try to process it, trying to think, he's in a better place now, he's not suffering anymore, I still, as I'm eating at the table or I'm sitting and watching TV, I see him over there. I can see him on his little doggy bed. I can hear him. I can hear him crying out to me, I can see him jumping around. It's like he's not gone. It doesn't feel like he's gone. And my heart just hurts. My heart hurts. So, I'm just trying to send out a lot of love and compassion and understanding. If your heart is breaking, if you are grieving or sad because your dog passed away, or your pet passed, your cat, any animal you loved for a long time, and it's just taking its toll on you, and you're trying to just function and still celebrate other things going on in life. You have family, you have friends, you have other projects you're working on. I just want to say, I understand the struggle. You're trying to move forward. Maybe you have a business meeting or something else going on, and you're trying to function and do it, but you're struggling. You're really struggling with your other tasks. And I am. I'm struggling. I don't wash dishes as beautifully as I used to. I'm just kind of like throw them in there, not get them out. It's not going to be pretty, There's no organized way of doing this like I used to. I'm just getting it done. And it's okay. It's okay, people, to not be organized. It's okay to, get up, not fix your hair, not put on your makeup, and you think, okay, what can I do? What's one thing I can do and say, hey, good job? And for me, that one thing at this moment is making a cup of coffee. I've had coffee. I'm having some more. And wash my dishes. Put on my sweats. Talk to you. Excuse me just a moment. It's okay when things aren't pretty, okay? And they're not perfect. I'm in Southern California. I'm not affected by the fires. We're south of the fires. However, the weather has been excruciatingly dry, like
0% humidity, something like that. And it's bothering me. It's causing just such a reaction, like allergies for me, because I'm allergic to dust. So if you have no moisture in the air, you're going to have a lot more dust. I'm just in a chronic state of my nose and my eyes and my throat bothering me. Oh, okay. So excuse me for this realistic, real life video moment. I'm just gonna wipe my face with water. All right, let's move on. I just want to tell everybody, if you're struggling with your emotions, it's okay. Just, I pray and hope you have somebody you can talk to. I'm very, very, very grateful that this past Christmas, my mother-in-law came into town to visit for a whole week. And she's, lost a husband not long ago. And she's about 80 years old. So she's gone through a lot in life. But she went to some classes on how to process things emotionally and psychologically, just understanding herself better. And she was such a good friend to me this Christmas. I'm so grateful. I just told her all the things I was processing and I was having trouble with. There was one thing in particular. You've probably heard me say it before, or I probably tried to avoid it on this channel. But during COVID, my sister was here, and with COVID and all the things that happened, she had to, really lock down living out of state, back from where we're from. And she doesn't live here anymore in California where I'm at. And she was here for at least 40 years, and we could always see each other. And then my best girlfriend of about 25 years, she also, her and her husband retired and moved away as well. And it's been 3 and 5 years, 3 years for the girlfriend and 5 years for my sister. Even though I've visited them, they've visited me. I'm still grieving that they've left, and I need to get past it. As my mother-in-law said, there's 5 stages to grief, and you can look that up. There's like grief and anger and denial and acceptance. That's just some of it. And I haven't been able to accept, I guess, and just be okay with it. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful for my husband and my children. Of course, I am. I love them, and I'm so grateful and thankful. But I'm a girly girl, and I really need my sister nearby. I've had her I'm 62. I'll soon be 62. And I'm the oldest, and ever since I was 2 years old, I've had my sisters in my life, and then ever since my son was born in 2000, my neighbor became my girlfriend, and I'll be honest, I'm really struggling, and I'm still grieving, and I wish I could just stop grieving and accept it and go on with life. I want people to know that if you haven't been able to shake it off or anything, you're not a bad person. I understand. I feel it too. And there's a lot that goes on in the world all the time, in everybody's lives, where they lose loved ones, whether somebody passes away, whether somebody moves, or whether you had a falling out, or you just didn't have a meeting of the minds and you had to take different paths, or you changed jobs. Who knows what it is? Or you've gone through divorce. All kinds of things that cause us to miss a relationship, the participation in a face-to-face relationship we once had, that maybe you haven't been able to replace it. And I just can't replace my sister and my best girlfriend of many decades. And I am grieving, and I need to tell you this, and hoping that it'll help you too if you're going through it. And just let you know, I see you, I hear you, even if I'm not there. I know how you feel, and it's a real thing. And I pray that we all can get through the stages and get to a point of acceptance in a way we can move on to something new. And I'll try on a positive note here. I am working on something new. Have you ever heard of Mahjong? I was playing it on my phone, had no idea that people played in person. And long story short, I took a class. I just finished the class yesterday. It was a 3-day class. And then there's a group on Facebook that you join for beginners mahjong. And then I reach out to the new people saying, oh, I either had a class or I'm about to take a class. And then I'm saying, hey, do you want to play? And we'll see how it works. And you need at least 4 people. My dream someday is to have 3 tables in my front living room filled with 4 people each, something in that nature. And I'm being as positive as possible. It's been difficult. The class I took, I thought I would meet new people, but actually I was the only new person there, and there was a group that knew each other, and they already, from a different part of town, so I wasn't going to be a part of that. But I still took my class, but you can imagine how awkward that was for me. But I went through with it anyway. As people say, you're so brave, Felicia. Well, brave doesn't feel good most of the times. So, yeah, I may be brave, but it sure doesn't feel good. So, bottom line, I loved my teacher. She was so wonderful. And she will even be willing, if you have your first game in your home and you have newbies, we're all newbies, she's even willing to come out and you can hire her to help you start your first game. Because mahjong is a little hard at first, especially before you play the actual game. There's all this passing of the tiles that's very complicated to me, but I'm sure I'm going to get it and it's all going to be okay. So I'm moving forward, hoping to make new friends and being positive, but still struggling. And that's okay, people. Take one step at a time and don't be afraid of pain. Don't let that bring you down too much. Just know that you're not bad if you're hurting. You're not a failure. You're not a loser. I was joking about that today. You are not a loser, my friends. You are going through a hard time. And it's okay. Just give yourself time to heal, to feel, and process those emotions, and know that God loves you, because that's important. It's really important. And there you go. The phone is always ringing to tell me to move on with the video. So I love you guys. And even though I've not met you, I want you to know, I know you're out there and that you have struggles just like me, and we get through it all together. Okay, we can do this. Talk to you later. Bye.